Hey guys, Infinite Retro at Bullet Games, another episode of Badcraft, covering some Druid kick-ass spells from the Mists of Pandaria beta. Now the first spell I'm activating here is the Celestial Alignment, which basically grants extra potency to my Wrath, Starfall, Starfire and Moonfire spells, which is really nice, so now you can activate that on the fly. Now you've got here a Cenarian Ward, which acts as a healing buff, so when you take damage and whatnot, which is really nice as well. I am super excited. In fact, going back to current WoW, it kind of feels dull and boring now in relation to what I'm experiencing with this. Now Typhoon, which you just saw, doesn't actually use the water effect anymore. It actually uses wind, which is exactly what, well, a Typhoon is. Now also the what I call the magic mushroom spawning. When you spawn one mushroom, it keeps the icon out there for you to deploy the other two instead of having to go back and activating them separately. This also is the much improved hurricane. Nice cloud effects and lightning and whatnot. So they've really amped that particular spell up, and very underused spell I find with me anyway. So yeah, but no, I being a balanced druid, I really do feel like this is fantastic. Even little touches like with the Wrath there, with the lightning in the hands, really does make a massive difference now. Now one of the new spells, which is really funky, and well, I'll have to show it to you, won't I? So fuck off, bitch! Jesus Christ! There we go. Using the Typhoon again. Now that was a talent that I used. All right, so this one creates a massive sort of, I don't know, sort of like a half-assed tornado, and if you cast it on them, when they get to a certain amount of yards, they'll get pulled back in. Now the other cool thing too, which they've finally done, is make the tree ants actually useful. You just saw them, you can actually, they'll cast from a distance. They'll also be able to use entangling roots as well. So that way you can kind of pet yourself, I suppose you could say, with these fellas, which is really nice. And I just love it, and they last a lot longer too. They really do. I think that's, you know, I think it's fantastic what they've done with them. Obviously the model right now is pretty bad. Now the other one I've got here is called it's called Wild Charge, and what it does is, depending on what form you've got, it'll actually activate in a certain way. So with the travel form I leapt forward, with that particular one, if I've got an ally highlighted, I'll jump to their location, which is really nice. Apart from anything, it is line of sight though. So alright, so I'm gonna fuck this dude up here. I'm gonna go Moonkin form, Typhoon the motherfucker. Right now the Wild Charge on the Boomkin is to actually leap back, which is pretty damn sweet. So I find that a lot. I'll get, you know, caught in a fix. With cat form, you actually leap behind them and stun them. You'll see in a sec. This is a really nice move, so that way you can stun them for a little bit in that particular form. With your bear form, it's a bit too close. I think I might do it on someone else. Come on. Oh, yeah, psych, and come on, Shazam, come on. Don't run away, you bitch tool. Here we go, I'll do it on the cow. Watch this. Wild Charge. Bam! Smacked in the ass. Right. Oh yeah, that's it. You run like a fucking girly man. Now the other thing too, that I didn't have at the time of this particular recording, is that I didn't get the new glyph to change my water form into the Orca. Wild Charge increases temporal speed as well for the, I don't know what the fuck you'd call it, sea beast, fucking, I don't know, calamari gone wrong, I don't know, what the fuck do you call this cunt? don't know what to call them, as walls. Anyway, yeah. So, but since then I've gotten the glyph for the astral form, which means that when I transform into Moonkin, I retain my elven form, and give me all the benefits of Moonkin form, but I don't turn into a big hairy pedophile. Alright. So, anyway, that's my coverage of this particular class, and I will catch you later.